If all hope was lost, I would not still be here. I would have lost the battle. I would have lost the fight if I was to have given up on myself a long time ago with everything that I had to go through in my life to get to where I am today. If there was no hope, I would not be here. I promise you. So I know that there is hope, not because someone told me to. I know there is hope because I experience it every single day. So I'm talking to the person that may have lost hope along the way. Pick it back up. Go ahead and find your hope and continue on with your journey, because there is some more life out there waiting for you. Whatever happened to you, that is not the end of your story. So please come in here, open your hearts and minds, and be willing to receive. Receive a message of love, receive a message of hope, receive whatever that you seek, that you may be yearning for in these moments. You never know. I may say one thing, as much as I run my mouth on here when I am delivering these messages. I feel like my mind is going like a million miles a minute, and sometimes I'm tripping over my own words, and I do want my words to be effective. But I may say one thing to you today that may shine a whole new light on your situation. Even if you can't receive everything, look for that one seed that may grow and that may blossom and that may bear great fruit. It may be beneficial to you in your life and in your future, or even something that you can spread some positivity in your home or in your community or in your job or in your business, whatever. God may be using you as well. I feel like God is using me. So my name is Sakira Bay. For those who do not know me and who is not familiar with me, I am a motivational speaker and a author. And I'm here today with this week's life lesson. But before we jump into this week's life lesson, let us dive in the sea of gratefulness. For those of you who are already familiar with the way that I do things, I begin each Wednesday's life lesson with a few moments of gratitude. So we're going to dive in the sea of gratefulness, even if it's just for a few moments. Please join in with me on us lifting up the energy of gratitude and opening ourselves to more life. So in the sea of gratefulness lies blessings and prosperity. And I don't know about you, but I know for me, and and for what I want, what I'm asking God for my children and for myself, I want to be able to open myself up to blessings and prosperity. So these are the days and times that we need blessings and that we need prosperity. Everyone wants to talk about how we are living in our darkest days, and in these times, these are the times. This is the perfect opportunity for you to open up yourself to blessings, to more blessings. I'm not saying that you aren't blessed, but who does not want to be more blessed? I know I do. So just for a few moments, we can close our eyes. We could take a few deep breaths and just be totally consumed in emotions of gratitude. I'm telling you, it will lift your vibration. It will help you. It will be your stepping stone on your way up, instead of being complacent or going down or running around in the same circles over and over and over again. Allowing yourself to be consumed in gratitude will lift you up and put you on the next level of your life, where you need to be, where you work so hard to be, where God wants you to be. It will put you in alignment with where your life needs to be, and not just in this moment. I strongly encourage every single person. I don't care what your nationality is. I don't care what your religion is. We all are here to serve gratitude. That is our sole purpose as human beings, to know that our blessings come from above and to acknowledge the giver of our gifts. So let's just do that before I before I start going off about how important it is to express gratitude. I'm telling you, I do feel very passionate about the way that I feel about expressing gratitude on the regular basis. I believe that it is very important, and I believe that it will help us. So just for a few moments, close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and think about the things that you are most grateful for, and thank God for them. Here we go. I get something out of that every time. Every single time. It is just as intense as the last time. Even every day when I wake up in the morning, I feel it lifting me on the inside every time I take moments out to express gratitude. That is the most important time of day for me, and I don't designate one time of day to express gratitude. This is something that I have gotten in the habit of doing throughout my day, every single day. Feel like I got sneezed, excuse me, y'all. Every single day I allow this to be my reality at the beginning of my day, in the middle of my day, for whatever reason. It might be the simplest reasons. It might be a phone call. It might be me not feeling aches and pains when I get out the bed, or if I get down, sit down in a chair, or stand up, or bend over, and I'm not hurting. My back is not hurting. My knees are not hurting. I don't take those small things for granted because I value my health and I want to be healthy. So I want to continue to express gratitude for it. That is a blessing. So many people are going through so many things on a regular basis for whatever reason. And if you are not suffering in ways that other people are suffering, then you should be grateful for that. There's someone that will give anything to trade places with you right here and right now in this moment, and especially us here on the United States soil. We're spoiled, and we feel entitled, and we don't even understand the things that people in other countries have to go through, and the level of poverty that other people have to go through. They don't have food, they don't have shoes, they don't have shelter, they don't have a health system and health insurance, and the things that we have over here. And all we can talk about is what we don't have and how we want or need more, and we are not even utilizing what we do have to our full capacity. We're not even taking advantage of the things that we do have. We just asking for more and complaining about the things that we don't have, and how gas and food and all those things, the prices of everything is going up. But we over here smoking weed and wasting money and kicking back and buying fast food every day, not learning how to be frugal with our money and all of those type of things. But we know how to complain though. So instead of doing all of that, I am the type of person that loves to consume myself in gratitude. I want to be grateful for everything, every day, and every moment, in every way. I just want to live my life as an expression of gratitude. Not only because that opens me up to more blessings, is because that is truly how I feel in my spirit. I am so grateful. Just to say, if you, when you leave here and come back, instead of being born here on United States soil, regardless to all the racism and everything that people in my color have to go through, when you are born in another country, in a third world country, or whatever, and you have to literally go through the things that they went through, and you get deja vu of when you lived here in the United States and you did not have to go through all of that. I bet you would not complain so much if you were granted the opportunity to be here. So act like you're grateful for not having to go through the things that other people go through. Just imagine if you had to go through those things. That is one of the greatest examples that I can give you. One of the biggest reasons why it is so important to express moments of gratitude, because your situation can be worse. It can be much worse. So if you have not gotten in the habit of doing that, I want your level of expressing gratitude to overpower everything else, everything that you have to complain about on the regular basis. I want your expressions of gratitude to trump that by far. And if it has not trump that, or or if you got in the habit of complaining more than you have expressed gratitude, kind of flip that thing around and express gratitude more than you complain, and make that a everyday lifestyle habit for you. It will benefit you in so many ways. All right, I'm done. I promise y'all I'm done, because I know y'all ready for today's life lesson. Are you guys ready? Oh my goodness, this topic, I have been promising you this topic. I did tell you guys, I believe last week or a few weeks ago, that God placed this topic into my spirit. But on top of that, I was walking in obedience. I try to always walk in obedience. I am walking in obedience. I pray over these words. I ask God, what do you want me to deliver to your people? And God placed this in my spirit. But along the way, God wanted me to deliver other messages, which I was obedient with doing. And I delivered other messages, and I came back to this word because I believe in my spirit that we need to talk about loyalty. And this is something that I have been putting off for a few weeks, but I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to talk about loyalty today. And I was like, wow, you should have seen me preparing this message last night. I'm literally on the edge of my seat because I wanted so much out of learning more about loyalty. And I got it. I got it. Even as the person preparing this message on loyalty, I got so much out of this message on loyalty. I believe that it is a very timely message, that we need to dive into loyalty and think about what loyalty means to us, and how we can apply loyalty into our lives on the regular basis, and the people that we associate ourselves with on the regular basis. Just so much. I was like, God, wow. I got so much out of this message. So I really hope and I do pray that I am effective in delivering this message. I want God to use me in this moment, in these moments, as always. And I want my words to be effective. And I hope as much as I got even out of preparing this message, that you get even more out of this message on loyalty. So are you ready? We might as well not even waste another second. Strap on your boots and hold on tight, because we are all in for a ride. So like I said, today's topic is loyalty. So if you are faithful and devoted to something or someone, then you are loyal. So if you have gotten in the habit of making that your lifestyle, if you know how to be faithful and devoted to something or someone, and that is not only external for me, because here I go again, I always like to point the finger back at us. So if you are if you are devoted and faithful to someone, not excluding yourself, are you faithful and devoted to yourself? I see so many people struggle in that way. They try hard. We try so hard to be faithful. Listen, I ain't gonna get on y'all nerves today. We try so hard to be faithful and devoted to other people that we have left ourselves out of the equation. Are you faithful and devoted to yourself? Are you expressing devotion, the same level of faithfulness and devotion to yourself that you have gotten in the habit of expressing to other people? So basically, that's what being loyal is. If you know how to be devoted and faithful to something or someone, that can be your job, that can be your business, that can be entrepreneurship, that can be, your community, whatever walk that you choose in life, your career, your education, whatever. Are you faithful and devoted to these things? If you are, then you are a loyal person. It is not hard to spot out a loyal person when you see them. So loyalty is a action word. It is something you do, not just say or feel. So what loyalty is a verb. I believe that that's what it is. Loyalty is a verb. Of course, a verb is an action word, and you can say it. A lot of people say how loyal I am, and as far as multiple things can be concerned. They can boast and brag on themselves about how they can be a loyal spouse, a loyal boyfriend, fiance, girlfriend, husband, whatever, and you can say it and it sounds beautiful coming out of your mouth, but if you are not living it, actions speak louder than words. I'm telling you, when people talk, just listen in between the words to some of the things that they say out of their mouth, because people will show you and sometimes will express to you in words what type of person that they truly are. And us way too often let some red flags go by, and we end up finding out the hard way the true colors of certain individuals. So loyalty is the ability to put others before yourself and stick with them in good times and bad times. So loyalty, I mean, I am talking about us and being loyal to ourselves, but loyalty, I believe, is a relational word. It has a lot to do with the relationships that we have with other people. So are you able to make sacrifices and put others before yourself even when times get rough? We just get a general idea of what loyalty looks like. And I have so many notes on loyalty today, so I'm going to try not to run my mouth so much, even though I do want God to use me. But I want to get through all of these notes. So we show our loyalty by being honest, trustworthy, supportive, and generous. Take a reflection on yourself. Are you that way? What does it say? We show our loyalty by being honest. Are you an honest person? Are you trustworthy? Are you supportive? And are you generous? So these are all great qualities in a human being to have anyway. We want to see ourselves as that type of person. And when we are not that type of person, a lot of people like to be not so generous, not so honest, and not so trustworthy. And I'm telling you, we try to do these things and act like, so what, I don't care, I am the way that I am. But it has an effect on you personally when you are not such an honest person. When you can't sleep at night, when you can't look yourself in the mirror, when you have a low self-esteem, when you always looking over your shoulder, when you don't have peace in your mind, peace in your spirit, peace in your heart. We take these things so lightly when we lie and try to act like that we are someone that we're not, and it has an effect on your overall well-being, you as a person. And a lot of people take that lightly, but I am not the type of person that does not want to have peace in my mind. I want to always have peace in my mind on so many different levels. I want peace to be a part of me, of my everyday life. When I wake up in the morning, I want to be able to live with myself, to look at myself, to be proud of myself, for my children to be proud of the person person that their mother is, or whatever relationship that I have with anyone at my job. Certain people like to steal and things like that. I don't do things like that. I am not a liar and I am not a thief, and I am proud of myself for being that way. So when we are not loyal, we think that it is directly affecting another person on the regular basis, but it is being more harmful to you because of the way that you are, more so than it being to listen. I know y'all think them pens or whatever, that toilet paper or whatever that you stick in your bag when you walking out the job and all that type of stuff is for everybody, and they left it there. And why you sneaking it out the door if it's for you to take, because you know that's not for you to take. And sometimes we don't use our conscience. We do things without a conscience, without allowing ourselves to feel these emotions at the moment, but ultimately it is going to have a major effect on you when you lie and when you steal and when you walk out the job with toilet paper and all of that kind of stuff. You may not think that it is affecting you right now, but it is going to affect you in a major way. So a truly loyal person understands the value of a promise, no matter how big or small. And I don't think people understand that. Like, I try my best. I am not a perfect person, but I try my best to live up to my obligations and try to live up to my promises. But I quote myself, the word of God tells us not to conform to the ways of the world. And I see some of the actions on other people, and I try to tell people to be mindful of the behavior that they introduce to a relationship with me, a friendship, a companionship, whatever. Because if I give you back the same behavior that you introduced to this, or partnership, friendship, or whatever, you're not going to appreciate it coming back to me. And I try to tell myself, Sakira, no, you know that you are not this way, so don't begin to be that way just because you notice that other people are that way, or they think that they can be that way with you. Don't be nonchalant in being loyal to me, because I'm a very loyal person. I am not that way, and I have found myself being that way and stooping down to other people's levels because of the behavior that they introduce to our friendship. If you don't want me to be that way with you, then don't be that way with me. But I do have to remind myself, thank you, God, for reminding me to not conform myself to the ways of this world, because I know that that's not the type of person that I am. So no matter how big or small the promise is or the commitment is, a loyal person is going to stick to their promise no matter what. They understand the importance of it, the value of it, of the person that you are, what you add to their life, the value of having you in their life. They understand that on the level that it is worth. Like, I would rather stick to this promise even though it is so small, because I don't want to risk losing you in my life. We're talking about learning how to be loyal today, because even me personally, a lot of people I had to cut short and they regret it. But if you showed me a side of you that is not very beneficial to me, because I know the value that I add to anyone's life. That can be family, that can be romance, that can be friendship, that can be workplace, anything. I know the value that I carry inside of me. So if you show me something, I am going to react off of what you show me, and I'm going to deal with you on that level. I am not obligated to keep anyone in my life that is not serving me as a human being or in my future, because I want my relationship with you, or whatever I bring to the table as far as our relationship is concerned, to be valuable to you. I want to add to you. I want to help you. I want to be there for you in whatever way, whatever purpose that I serve in your life. I don't want to just be there taking up space. And if you just there taking up space, or you're causing me more harm than you are helping me, then your presence in my life is does not serve meaning, and you have to go. And I'm not sorry for being that way, because I mold my life into what I want it to be, and I want to continue to associate myself with people that add value to my life, and I want to add value to the lives of people that I associate myself with. I want it to be reciprocated on both ends. And sometimes we find out the hard way that everyone is not here to add value to your life, but that doesn't mean that you cannot continue to be the person that you are. You just have to choose who you be that way with. I learned that, listen, oh child, I had to learn these things. Even recently, I had to get some harsh lessons on the people that showed me their true loyalty and devotion to me. And it was hard, and it's still hard to have to let some people go, but everyone does not have your best interests at heart. And it's okay, because someone does. I do not lose hope in my future and the people. I still have some very loyal people in my life, but it's just certain people just has to go. They just have to go. And I had to make that decision on a level that I never imagined myself making that decision, even with my own flesh and blood. So if I had to do that in that manner, then anybody can go. And I don't think that you can walk into my life and show me a side of you that is going to be hurtful to me and think you will still have the pleasure of being in my life. I'm not having it. I'm just not have a zero tolerance for people who are not going to bring the same level of love, compassion, generosity, loyalty, faithfulness, devotion, all of those things. If you can't bring it on the level that I bring it, you serve no purpose in my life, because I'm not going to lower mine to meet yours. I want to continue to work on being a better person in every aspect of my life. And the person that deserves my loyalty is the person that's going to get my loyalty. And if you don't have to be in my life at all, then so be. I don't want to diminish myself as a human being because of the way that people are out here in this world. And that is the reality. So many people are like that nowadays, but that don't mean we have to stoop down to their level. We can still sharpen ourselves and work on ourselves and better ourselves as human beings, while God is continuing to prepare us for what we really deserve in life. You will get the mate that you deserve. You will find the friendship, love, loyalty, the job, the career, whatever that you seek on the level that you seek it. But if you lower yourself, if you lower your standards, if you compromise yourself, then that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get, is what you lower yourself down to. So I don't want that. I don't want that in my life, and I don't want those type of people in my life. That's why I just continue to work on myself and cut people off. My cutoff game is vicious. Don't play with me. Like, please don't, because in all reality, it don't have nothing to do with you. I serve a purpose. I have a life. I have loved ones. I have my children. I have my future, and I don't have room for unloyal people in my life that will take up too much of my peace of mind and things that I could be doing for myself and for my children and for my future, because I'm worried about how unloyal certain people are in my life. You can just go. You can just go. I don't have time for that at all. So I want you to ask yourself a few questions. What does loyalty mean to you? What does loyalty mean to me? What does loyalty mean to you? You don't have to tell me. You don't have to write it in the comments. I want you to think about it. What does loyalty mean to me? See, oh man, here y'all go. Y'all put me on the spot. What does loyalty mean to me? Loyalty to me means unconditional love for someone. I love love. I love everything about love, but when there is no limitations, where I can still speak highly of you when you are not around, when I don't change the way that I act and feel about you because of other people, because other people are around, when I know how to do things to maintain a good level of decency between you and I, whether that be my boss, my workplace, my children. Oh my gosh. If I decide to be in a romantic relationship, whatever, family, the value of family, whatever role that I choose to play in my family. And no matter what, I think about the importance of the relationship that I have with you, and I value that and I hold it on a certain level. And no matter what, I will not let anything come in between the way that I feel about you, where I hold you in my mind. Nothing or no one. It is not easily broken, basically. That is what loyalty means to me. And that is my own perspective, my own philosophy. We should try to make up our own philosophy on how we feel about certain things and what it means to us personally. So that is how I feel about loyalty when it's not under certain conditions. Like I like you when the sun's shining, but when it start raining, I'm stabbing you in your back in front of everybody, and I don't care who sees or who knows. That is not loyalty to me. I'm going to love you through rain or through shine. We're going to walk in the rain together. We're going to be wet together. We're going to step in the mud together until we make our way to a dry place. I'm going to be by your side no matter what. That is what loyalty means to me. Some people can't even explain loyalty in those words because they have not made loyalty a part of their reality, a part of their everyday life. They don't know what loyalty is. They don't know where the first thing to do to express loyalty. Loyalty is having someone's back no matter what. No matter what, just making the conscious decision, not just saying it, but doing it. I love you. If you down, I'm down. If you up, I'm up. I'm here for you. I'm riding. Whatever. That is what loyalty means to me. So that was just my first question. What does loyalty mean to you? And the second question is, who are you being loyal to? Who are you being loyal to? And I'm so glad that I asked that question, because sometimes we could be being loyal to the wrong people. We could, listen, I'm just the messenger. We could be showing such great levels of loyalty to the wrong people that should not even serve, that does not even serve any purpose in your life, and you are expressing such a great level of loyalty to people that you should not even be loyal to. So who shouldn't we be loyal to? Oh my goodness, y'all making me think today. Who should we be loyal to? So you know what? I'm not even going to get into that, because I know that there is something that I wrote down pertaining to it, where I want to kind of elaborate on that a little bit more. So who are we being loyal to? So self-loyalty is just something for you to think about. Who are you being loyal to? And are you being loyal to those that you should be loyal to? So self-loyalty, let's talk about self-loyalty. Your first loyalty is to one's self. Never betray yourself to prove your loyalty to others. Although having healthy relationships with others is important, the most important one you can have is with yourself. If you can be true to yourself, you can be true to others. Always stick to your principles, and we should always do what we believe is right. Do the things that you believe in. So self-loyalty is a thing. That is the most important thing. William Shakespeare said, "To thine own self be true." I'm quite sure a lot of us heard the name Shakespeare before. He is greatly known to be the best writer in history. He wrote plays back in, I don't know what what century, what year this was, but he is widely known, widely famous for his plays, Romeo and Juliet, and all of those type of plays. And Shakespeare said, I know I'm not going to quote it verbatim, but he said, "To thy own self be true, and just as night follows day, you will be true to man. If not, nothing else matters." So I know I didn't say that right, but something like that. So basically, to thine own self be true, and you are sure to be true to others. If you know how to be true to yourself, if you are true to yourself, you can be true to others. And if you can't be true to yourself or others, then nothing else matters. Nothing matters if you don't know how to be true to yourself. You can't be true to to yourself or to others, and you are just not living a life of loyalty. So, your first obligation is to yourself. You should be your number one top first priority, first obligation to be loyal to yourself. Never betray yourself. Always put yourself first. Always be loyal to yourself. If you can be loyal to yourself, then you can be loyal to others. The great Shakespeare said that. I was just reading it, and I found out to be very, very interesting. I did not put that part in my notes, but I always quote that because I just feel it on such a level. I believe it to be so valuable and so true. To thine own self be true. And a lot of people don't know how to be true to themselves, and they are not living a life of loyalty. And I just don't want that to be me. We are living a life that we would rather not be living because we have not gotten in the habit of learning how to be faithful and true to ourselves. So these type of things come from within, and they radiate on the outside of us, and it is a reflection on what our life looks like on the regular basis. What do you want to mold your life out to be? What do you want your reality to be? What do you want your life to look like? Some people are living not such attractive lives. Like, if you had to paint a picture of it and look at it on on canvas, it would be a mess. It would be a mess. And that is just what some people have painted their lives out to be. And I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want my life to be a mess. I want my picture to be blissful, to be beautiful, to be peaceful, to be sunshine and sparkling and journeys and ever flowing rivers of prosperity and joy and humility and oh my gosh, tranquility. I want my picture to be vibrant and bright and beautiful and colorful and just fun. That's what I want. If we could put your picture, the picture of your life, if I gave you a canvas and a set of color paints right now to be as transparent as you could possibly be as to what the picture of your life would look like, what would that picture look like? What would your life look like if you had to sum it up on a painting? If you had to be totally honest as you have ever been in your entire life. And some people make a mess out of their lives, not because of other people's wrongdoing, but because of their own actions. Because you have chosen not to live such an upright life, and it has a reflection on what your life looks like on the regular basis. And you mad at everybody else, and you wondering why you going through so many issues and different things with different people on a regular basis, and you can't believe what this person did, or you can't believe what that person did. But what did you do? Every other day is something else with somebody else. Come on now. We have a common denominator here. The common denominator is you. Somebody is always going through something with you. Different people from different places at different times and all of those type of things. Sometimes it comes a time where we have to reflect on ourselves and ask ourselves, what can I do to change this pattern in my life? I want more out of my life than what I am receiving. I am tired of going through things with people all the time. Is it me? Is it something that I can be doing to stop my own suffering? And I'm telling you today that it is. There is multiple things that you can be doing on the regular basis to put your suffering to a halt. You can stop it right here, right now, today. What type of life have you been living? If you are not living such an upright and loyal life, then you are experiencing suffering on the regular basis. It is not directly harming other people. It is having a direct effect on what your life looks like on the regular basis. Listen, it is what it is. How much does that mean to you? So, above all things, be faithful, loyal, and true to yourself. Above all things. If you can't be loyal to yourself, nothing at all matters. And I'm so glad that I wrote that down. I wrote notes on top of notes on top of notes about learning how to be loyal. So disloyalty. Let's talk about some disloyalty. Disloyalty is Loyalty is undervalued in today's world on such a level that I can't even explain today. If nothing else, at least be loyal to the people that you are obligated to be loyal to. Your mother, your children, your family members, your spouse. You married, bruh. Like, how you out here doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, and then when you don't get what you want out of your relationship, out of your marriage, it's because you are not being loyal to your spouse. At least, if no one else, if you're not going to go to work and be loyal to the people or to your workplace or to your position or the job that you play or the role that you play at your workplace, which by all means, I'm not saying don't be loyal at your workplace, but if you're not going to be loyal at your workplace, at least be loyal to your wife. At least if you ain't loyal at work, then at least be loyal at home. Because your relationship, husband and wife, spousal, marital relationships are the most valuable relationships ever. That union is so valuable. I don't think people understand the value that union should uphold in your life. If you don't have a good marriage, that will have a reflection on your everyday life. You know that you are in a union with someone that you are not happy with. And if you cannot be loyal to anyone else, at least make the conscious decision in your mind to be loyal to your spouse. Children, be loyal to your parents. Mothers, fathers, be loyal to your responsibility as a parent. Whatever role that you play in your family, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, these are people that you are obligated. You hold up a certain level of obligation to be loyal to certain people, at least on a certain level. People don't understand that. They have, they have everyone, people nowadays, they have everyone set up on the same level. Like you treating your girlfriend better than you treat your mother. Listen, and I want you to treat your girlfriend good. But how you expect to have a good relationship with any woman, whether that be your fiance, whether that be your girlfriend, whether that be your wife, if you cannot have a good relationship with your mother or your daughter or your children. This is where these things start at. And if you can't be obligated to the people that you loyal to the people that you are obligated to be loyal to, if you don't care about them, if you don't care about them, how you gonna care about somebody else? It ain't gonna happen like that. You just not gonna care. If you can do it to your own family, you can do it to anybody. These things just ought to start inside the family. They ought to start inside the home. They ought to start with your relatives and the people that you were born into this world with. That's where loyalty should begin. Because you are not going to feel good about yourself as a person knowing that you cannot be loyal to the people that you are obligated to be loyal to. That's why things are falling apart in the manner that they are falling apart in. Divorce and friendships and all of these type of things, because it is not being held on decent ground with inside the home, with inside your relatives, with inside your siblings, whatever role that you play. Parents don't want to be parents. Y'all out here talking about F these kids and all that type of stuff. These your kids. These are your kids. Like, what are you doing? So this is why this, in turn, it causes so much inner turmoil and friction inside of you as a person. You don't even feel good about yourself, and you don't feel good about yourself because you know how you are, and you know how you have been to the people that you know that you have been expressing loyalty to. Please don't. Please don't make me go there, because a lot of these things should go without saying. And you think that you are causing conflict or disregarding the relationship that you are obligated to be loyal to within whatever relationship that you are obligated to be loyal to, but you are causing more turmoil with your self-esteem, with your peace of mind, with your depression, with your anxiety. These things are going to in turn have a direct effect of how you feel about yourself as a person, because you don't know how to be loyal to the people, at least to the people that you were obligated to be loyal to. It's going to affect you. It's going to affect you as a person. You have to live with yourself. You have to look yourself in the mirror every single day. You have to brush your teeth. You have to feed yourself. You are not going to have the level of peace of mind that you need to live on the everyday basis if you know that you are not upholding your rights as a human being. It's animals out here that live better than us. It's animals out here in the wilderness that uphold loyalty to the pact than we hold to each other as families inside of our own homes. You in your own house stabbing each other in the back. Come on. Come on. What part of the game is that? Who taught you that? That is not how things are supposed to be. And when you are not upholding your role as loyalty inside of your family, you are going to suffer for that. So you can think that it's going to have a direct effect on me while I'm out here living my life, but it is going to have a direct effect on you. Do what you're supposed to do. Play your part. And if somebody else ain't playing their part, that's on them. Just know you can find peace and comfort in knowing that you did. At the end of the day, I did what I had to do. I did what I was supposed to do. I upheld my right as a human being on a level of loyalty that I was supposed to, where it is going to be pleasing with God and where it's going to be pleasing with me, and I have peace with it within myself because I know I did what I had to do. Listen, I had to go there. I had to, because it's way too much of it going on nowadays. It's becoming normal. They're trying to normalize it, and it would never be normalized, because you just not going to have no peace with yourself. And who is comfortable with living a life of inner turmoil? I do not want that to be my reality. I want to do what I know that I am supposed to do so I can have peace with it and move on. That was for somebody. I don't know who, but that was for somebody. At least be loyal to the people that you know that you are obligated to be loyal to. We are straying so far away from family now, from family and relationships and marriages and the people that we know that we are supposed to be loyal to. It will never be normal. It will never be normal, and you will forever wrestle with yourself on the inside. It will be a constant battle between you and you, because you know what type of person that you have gotten in the habit of becoming over the years. I want more peace than that. That's not for me. That's for somebody else. So, trust can take years to build, but seconds to lose. Disloyalty can cause loss of trust, and when trust is lost, it can be difficult to regain. So I don't think that we realize the importance of trust. And it does take a long time to gain trust. Even me, with me being an influencer and a motivational speaker, it took a long time for me to gain the trust of people in my community, people in my neighborhood, people on my social platforms, and all of those type of things. I don't want to do anything to lose the trust of people. I want people to know that I am sincere with my mission and the things that I pour my heart into on the regular basis. And it takes a lot to build up that trust, but it only takes one thing to diminish it. It can be gone in seconds. And I'm just using that one thing for an example, but that can be with anything. So loyalty is a positive, is a positive trait that can have many benefits. And I want us to realize the importance of loyalty. Loyalty is a very positive trait that can have many benefits on your overall life. Lord, I just thank God for allowing me to be able to deliver this message on loyalty today. So loyalty helps build support, which is important for mental, emotional, and physical well-being. All of these life lessons that I talk about on the regular basis is going to have a reflection on your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Those things are so important. It really is, in your spiritual connection with God. I know that there are many things in the Word of God for those of us who believe in the Word of God, or whatever your holy book is. I know that every religion expresses the importance of loyalty. So look into it within your religion. Look into what loyalty means with the God that you serve and the religion that you follow. Loyalty is going to have a direct impact on every aspect of your life. It is something that should be practiced every single day. So if you are a person who have not practiced being loyal on the regular basis, I strongly encourage you to begin to practice loyalty right now in your everyday life, even beyond this message. When I get off of this live, What can you do moving forward from this moment to incorporate more loyalty in your life? I'm asking myself that same question because I want to be a more loyal person as well. I want to be the best person. I want to be the best version of me that I could possibly be in every aspect of my life. And I'm glad that God allows other people to reveal their true colors to me so I can know what is loyal and what is not loyal. See, my thing is, I don't want to do anything to anyone else that I would not appreciate them doing to me. And I don't want anyone doing anything to me that they would not appreciate me doing to them. And we are not living in that type of world today. Our actions are reckless, especially as far as something as loyalty is concerned. So we have to be able to check ourselves, because by us not being able to be loyal on the level that we are supposed to be loyal, it is going to have a direct impact on every aspect of your life. Mentally, I wrote it down here in my notes, but I did my research. I studied loyalty. It is going to have a reflection on your mental well-being, your physical well-being, your emotional well-being, your spiritual well-being, your financial well-being. Those 5 things are most so important to me. If you are not focusing on those 5 things, at least at some point during your everyday life, then you should take time out to focus on those things, even if it's for 5 minutes with each thing. It is not hard to focus on one of each of those things, at least for 5 minutes in your everyday life. Do something to add towards yourself. So it is taken away from you when we don't know how to be as loyal as we should be. So knowing you have people who have your back and will be there for you when you need them can help you feel secure. So how many people, that's another question we can ask ourselves. How many of us have loyal people in our lives? People that we know that are going to be there for us. People that we know that we can be secure with no matter what. No matter what, they are going to be there for us through thick and through thin. Me, in all honesty, there are not many people that are loyal to me. And I greatly appreciate the ones that are loyal to me. And that does not stop me from being the loyal person that I am. But most importantly is the loyalty that I uphold towards myself. I am my first obligation. That's why I spent so much time talking about self loyalty. So despite of those who choose not to be loyal to me, I will continue to always be loyal to myself. So not everyone is going to make it to your future. Sorry, not sorry. There are so many people that I had to drop along the way. Not everyone is going to make it to your future. Be glad when people prove who they are. Better sooner than later. And it hurts. It does not feel good. And we expect certain things from certain people. And people show us who they really are. And those are the people who are not going to make it to your future. And you should be glad that they show who they really are. Because it can be worse. If you continue to drag these people along and you think that they are the people that you that should be in your life and in your future, and you end up finding out the hard way that it can be even worse when they really prove to you how disloyal that they are. And yes, it does hurt when people prove to you who they are by their actions. People have hurt me, plenty of people, plenty of times along the way, by showing me how disloyal that they can honestly be. And I'm so glad that God gave me the strength to cut those people off and move on with my life. because I don't have room in my life for disloyal people. I have a job to do. There is so much for me to do, and I don't want that to be something that is going to get in my way. So be grateful, count it all as joy, count it all as blessing. Thank you, God, for letting these people reveal themselves and remove themselves. The enemy will remove themselves. I'm telling you, we so busy trying to hold on to something, and our hands is bleeding the whole time. We trying to hold on to something that don't even have no right to be there. And I'm telling you, the enemy will remove themselves. Just let them go. So it's better sooner than later. I cannot say that enough. Practice consistency, honesty, and make sacrifices to show how much you care. That is being loyal. How many of us are willing to do that, to show others how loyal that we can actually be? Um, yes, practice consistency, honesty, and make sacrifices. And I don't think that a lot of us know how to do that. We are so wrapped up in ourselves and what we want and all of this stuff. Like, we are not willing to make the necessary sacrifices in our lives to show how loyal we are to other people. And in this day and age, we have gotten to the point where if it don't have nothing to do with me, I don't care. Where selfishness has taken on a role of its own, and that is not beneficial to us or to others. Excuse me. So we have to learn how to make sacrifices, to not do the thing that you wanted to do, or to put someone else's needs before yours, just to show some kind of value to our relationships on the regular basis. That is being loyal. So loyal people are faithful and sincere because they care. How many faithful and sincere people that you have in your life that show you how much they care? Let me tell you something. On top of that, you deserve to have faithful people that care about you in your life. You just do. Like, none of us should be living with people that are not faithful to us and who are not showing to us, expressing to us on the regular basis how much they care about us. If you are surrounding yourself with those type of people, you need to pull out your scissors and start cutting some people off. Listen, I'm just and I'm telling you this because, and I know that is easier said than done, but I'm telling you it because of the effectiveness that it has proven to me in my life on the regular basis. I just don't have to deal with it, and I have so much peace. I have so much peace for me making the conscious decisions by not dealing with a certain people's level of bullcrap. You're going to have to take that somewhere else. You can't do that with me. And I am not lowering myself or compromising my standards on where I stand because I know what I deserve. I deserve better than to allow people to treat me any kind of way or how they feel as though I deserve to be treated. I know what I deserve, and I refuse to settle for anything less. And we should all feel that way about our own selves and our own minds. So a person's faith is tested many times before he or she is crowned with final victory. Be loyal no matter what. Your faith is going to be tested. Your loyalty to yourself is going to be tested. Your loyalty to others is going to be tested. People are going to let you down. People are going to show you their true colors. People are going to stab you in your back and do all of those things to show you how disloyal that they truly are. Does that mean you don't show your loyalty or express your loyalty as a human being? Or does that mean that you continue the fight so that you may be crowned with your final victory, because there is victory for you out here if you continue to be the loyal person that you are. I can't let nothing break me. I can't let nobody break me. I'm not lowering myself to their standards, because I know what I want. I know what I need, and I know what I deserve. So we have to get to that place in our lives where we uphold ourselves to certain standards and not allow ourselves to be compromised for anything or for anyone. I promise you, you deserve better than half of the things that a lot of us have been settling for in our lives. I had to tell myself that in my marriage, and my family, and my womanhood, and my whatever, and my career, and my job, and my relationships, and my friendships, and every aspect of my life, because I know who I am, and I know how I am, and I know what I deserve. So we be out here on some same energy type time, and if you treat me that way, then I'm gonna treat you that way, or I'm gonna give you back what you've been giving me. Just don't deal with that person. Take your loyalty elsewhere, because you are going to eventually find the person that deserves your loyalty, and you are going to be able to give a great value of loyalty to the person that deserves it. But if you let someone diminish your loyalty, then you will never be able to have a decent amount of loyalty to give, or will be able to receive. I want what I deserve in life. That's why I can't let nothing break me, because I know that it is out here waiting for me, and I want to be able to receive it. I want to be prepared to receive it when I get it. I don't want to have to settle for less than what I know that I am worth because of how other people are. I don't want that to be my reality, so I continue to work on myself, not only as far as loyalty is concerned, but on every aspect of my life, because I know what I deserve as a human being. And that goes for us all. Be loyal. Be loyal no matter what. You are going to get what you deserve as far as loyalty is concerned. Be upright. Be honest. Be true to yourself. Be true to others. And that is going to have a reflection on your overall life. If not, that is going to have a reflection on your overall life. You will live with grimy people. You will always be in difficult and grimy and confusing situations. The enemy will always find room to stir up confusion in your life between you and other individuals. You will not have the peace of mind that you deserve. You will not have peace in your heart. Your life is going to be a reflection of what you project from yourself. So you want to be able to put out goodness, so that's what you can receive back in return. So that's how I ended my message on loyalty. But I do have a quote and an affirmation that I am going to leave you guys with. But I thank you all so much. Thank you for joining me on my live. Thank you for your views and your support that you have given me thus far. I am so grateful to be at this point where God has me in my life. And I really hope that my obedience is being effective to many people all over, because I feel like these messages are so necessary, especially for where the state that our world is in now today. There is not very much loyalty going on in our world. It is becoming a part of our everyday lives to allow disloyalty to take a role and set up shop in our life and in our homes and in our families and in our marriages and broken relationships. And we think that it is okay to be this way, and we are living lives of suffering, and we don't have inner peace, and we are in constant battle and constant turmoil with our inner beings and with ourselves. We cannot become one with ourselves. We have this emptiness that we want to fulfill, and we are looking for it within outside sources when we are not being who we are, who we need to be. We can fill these empty voids within ourselves. You can fill your own empty voids by being the loyal person that you are supposed to be. This is just one thing that we can begin to do on the regular basis to live the life that we deserve. Learn how to be a more loyal person. This is probably way overdue for you. This is probably something that you have needed all along, not knowing or realizing the impact that it is having on your life. I want to be a more loyal person, and I want other people to be more loyal to me, because I know that it is going to bring me more peace in my mind and in my spirit, and I want peace. So I want to begin to be a more loyal person. We always think that it is directly harming the other person, and in our reality, it's things like this that has a direct effect on our lives, our everyday lives as we know it. So ultimately, the decision is up to you whether you are going to incorporate these type of things in your life on the regular basis. If you are wise, you will. So here is my affirmation. It's from a man. No, I'm sorry, my quote is from a man named Mr. Napoleon Hill. I don't know if you heard me say this before, but Napoleon Hill is my all-time favorite. He is the author. He's my favorite motivational speaker. He's my favorite author. I listen to lectures from Napoleon Hill almost every single day. So he is the author of Think and Grow Rich, that has been known to this day to be the best self-help book in history. So this is what Mr. Napoleon Hill said: if you don't have loyalty, you don't have anything. If you don't have loyalty, you don't have anything. So that came from, I did, when I tried to look up this quote, I couldn't look it up, but listening to his lectures, I actually heard him speak these words out of his mouth. So this is a actual quote from Mr. Napoleon Hill. They labeled him the largest maker of millionaires, and I love his teachings on so many different levels, but the way that he allows you to use your own thinking to control your life is one thing that I love most about the teachings of Mr. Napoleon Hill. And he has in history made great success out of many individuals all across the world with his time here on this earth. But I love this quote. I love this quote. How true is this? If you don't have loyalty, you don't have anything. So I hope that sits somewhere with you. Do you want more out of your life? Are you lacking in different areas of your life? Is it because some ways that you have been before in your past? How is this having a reflection on your life? Are you acting in ways that are just not loyal and not beneficial to you as a person? Are you a disloyal human being? And do you need to learn how to be more loyal, not only to others, but to yourself as well? If you don't have loyalty, you don't have anything. And my affirmation is, I am worthy and deserving of loyalty. And I want you to repeat that over yourself. I am, I am, I am. They are I am affirmations for a reason, because you speak those things over yourself with conviction, and you convince yourself of these things. So I want you to say this to yourself, not just on the surface, but I want it to be able to resonate with inside of you. I am deserving. What did it say? I am worthy and deserving of loyalty. And that's true because you are. Even if you have not been such a loyal person, you can practice being a more loyal person. And it may be for whatever reason. You may have surrounded yourself with not such loyal people, which in turn has a reflection on your loyalty. But you deserve loyalty. You are worthy of it. You deserve it from the inside out. Begin being loyal to yourself, and you deserve it from people that you associate yourself with on the regular basis. If you are not in a loyal or loving relationship, you need to drop that zero. Sorry, not sorry. Don't be in a relationship that you know that that person is not being loyal to you. And that is any relationship, a romantic relationship. That is why I am not married anymore. My ex was not very loyal to me, and I was not having it. If it is in your family, if your family is not being very loyal to you, you can stand on your grounds. And when people decide to treat you in ways that you deserve to be treated, you can begin to let them back in your life. But do not lower yourself, because you deserve more. You are deserving and worthy of loyalty. No matter who says what about you, I am telling you right here, right now, today, never settle for less than what you deserve. You are worthy and deserving of loyalty. So put a I am in front of that. I am worthy and deserving of loyalty. I am worthy and deserving of loyalty. Say that to yourself. Repeat it to yourself over and over and over and over and over again. Surround yourself with those type of people. People treat you in the way according to how you treat yourself. So treat yourself like you deserve loyalty. And that is how other people are going to treat you. So that is my message today on loyalty. I hope that I did not take up too much of you guys' time. Good morning. God bless you. I love you. It's not even morning anymore. Good afternoon. But it is an amazing spring-like Wednesday. I don't know if we crossed over from fall or winter to spring already, but it sure looks like springtime. I'll see what it feels like once I step my foot out the door, which I am getting ready to prepare myself to do. But I appreciate you guys' presence here in ways that I cannot even express in words. Thank you so much for viewing these videos. My views are going up drastically. I am totally amazed by the amount of views that I have been getting on a regular basis, especially for things like this, life lessons. People care about themselves enough to tune into these type of things that is literally doing something for you. This is self-care. This is how you make yourself better when you open up your mind to things like this. So I just want to express my gratitude to you for your presence here. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you a million times. Thank you so much for supporting me in ways that you have been supporting me. If you have not yet gone to True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube and like, share, and subscribe. It costs nothing to be a subscriber on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Once again, that is True Value Knowing Your Worth. My books are still available and on sale. You can buy them Kindle, you can buy them paperback, however you want to purchase them. My first book is True Value Knowing Your Worth. My second book is Walking Treasure, Discover Your Hidden Treasures. My third book is Feed Your Soul, Your Personal Guide to Health and Wellness. And my fourth book is called Religiously, and that is taking a closer look at spirituality and religions. I want to continue to do the work that God is calling me to do. I want to continue to do life lessons, to continue to do virtual messages, continue to do in-person speaking, and allow myself to be to grow and to learn and to share my testimony. And I just really hope that these things are making a difference. It is helping me for sure by doing these life lessons on a regular basis, but I really hope that it is helping someone else. So you guys go out here and soak up some sunshine. Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful spring-like Wednesday. Get over the hump. I know we were set back by an hour this week, and we had to kind of like catch up with losing that hour of sleep, but we did gain an extra hour of daylight. So do whatever you have to do to catch up on your rest or regain that hour of rest back, and enjoy this day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your everyday life. Not only enjoy today, enjoy tomorrow. Enjoy every day moving forward. Make your life what you want it to be. Exactly what you want it to be. No matter what your circumstances is, no matter who is doing what around you or how other people feel or whatever, do not let other people put their issues on you. I care about and love so many people, and I talk to different people on a regular basis about the issues and things that they go through on the regular basis, but I will not allow you to impart your suffering on me, because I know I do the work. Now I can share with you the wisdom and the things that has been proven effective in my life, but ultimately it's up to you whether you're going to take my advice on these things, or you can just watch me grow, because I am going to continue to do the work. And I encourage you to continue to do the work too, even if you have not started doing the work. I encourage you to begin to do the work. So I really hope that you got something out of this message on loyalty today. Remember, above all else, be loyal to yourself. Allow loyalty to begin with you. God bless you. I love you. In the meantime, you guys look out for more motivational messages, more life lessons. Enjoy your Monday. I will be back here on Friday at 9:30 a.m. sharp with a Friday wake up morning motivational message. In the meantime, God bless you. I love you. You guys continue to be blessed.